Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny Doll. I'm a professional performer and instructor. Today we're at my studio, Dollhouse Fitness, and I'm gonna show you guys my go-go dancing warm-up routine. So I made this warm-up routine small, space friendly, because I know usually at go-go gigs, we don't really have a big dressing room or a big comfortable space to stretch in and get ready in. So I made this warm-up with that in mind. I also made this warm-up heels friendly, boots friendly, costume friendly. It's a pretty beginner friendly type of warm-up, nothing too serious. We aren't getting super bendy or doing anything crazy. It's literally just getting your muscles ready and your heart rate up and just getting warmed up for a night of go-go dancing. I personally like to do this warm-up right before I go on for my go-go dancing sets for the night. But today, just for the purpose of making this video, I'm doing it at my studio to show you guys what it looks like. You guys can do this in costume, like I said, or before you change into the costume, just kind of depending what your costume is like. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I generally like to start with some head rolls, and let's go for 5 on each side, really nice and slow. And other side, I like to start from head to toe and never skip these head rolls, especially if you like to do a lot of hair flips and head rolls when you dance. And once you are done with those, you're gonna look up and down for 5 times. And then we're gonna look left to right for 5 times. And I just realized my eyes are closed. I don't know why, but I like to stretch and do my warm-up with my eyes closed. After we're done looking left to right, we're gonna go into some shoulder rolls, and you really wanna actively squeeze on the back when you're doing your shoulder rolls. So we're gonna roll to the back and squeeze 5 times. And we're gonna do the same thing, but to the front. So shoulder rolls to the front for 5 times. Next, we're gonna do some big arm circles to the back for 5. If you haven't noticed already, a lot of these things are 5 times. And we're gonna repeat to the front. Go-go dancing is a lot of arms, so we definitely wanna make sure our arms are nice and warm. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of a spinal twist here, and I like to just kind of swing back and forth, like a twisty little swing. And I don't have a set amount for this, I just kind of do this until it feels good. Just kind of warming our back up. Then after that, I like to go into some hip rolls. So I'm literally just gonna roll my hips around nice and slow for 5 times. I just heard something crack. And other side. Good. Now we're gonna take a deep breath in, exhale, grab your opposite wrist and pull the body sideways, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch all along here on your side. And I'll hold this for usually like 3 deep breaths, so not too long. But you can hold it for however long you like or as little as you like. And repeat, arms down, arms up, grab that opposite wrist and pull gently to the side. We're gonna come back to center and interlace our fingers like this. And we're actually gonna pretend like we're drawing a big circle with our hands essentially. And I'll show you what it looks like. So, arms interlaced, and we're gonna pretend like we're making a big circle with our body. So taking it around, down, back up. And I like to repeat this 3 times on each side. Really going nice and slow. You should feel this in your hamstrings when you go down. And honestly, you're stretching like so many different parts of your body with this. I love it. And switch sides for 3 more. I feel like I am not keeping count of things right, so I'm so sorry. But a few extra won't hurt. And on our last rotation here, we're actually gonna go ahead and just hold it in this forward fold. And if you feel a little stiff here, you're not feeling super bendy, you can walk the legs out, just literally bending a knee at a time. You can sway your hips. You can even grab your elbows and sway side to side. Just kind of to wake up everything and unstiffen the body. And once you no longer feel stiff, you can go ahead and actively push the chest towards the legs. And you will know that this is working because you will feel it in your calves and your hammies. So this is definitely a great warm up to warm up the legs, and especially if you are a dancer who likes to do a lot of like bending and coming back up type of movements. From here, we're gonna walk our feet out to the side. I like to take 2 steps, not too big, and we're gonna drop the booty down into a really deep squat. As low as you can go anyway. I know not everyone can get this low. Hold this for a couple breaths. Like I said, whatever feels right for you guys. And then we're gonna bring our hands back to the center, push it up, and we're gonna walk it into a downward dog. Same concept here. If you're feeling a little tight or stiff, you can walk those legs out. Move the hips side to side. And once you're feeling unstiff, go ahead and drop that head through the shoulders. You're gonna get a nice shoulder stretch in here, as well as your calves and hammies. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground too for the most optimal stretch. From here, we're actually gonna walk our right leg through. It's kind of difficult to do in heels, so if you have to come up and reposition yourself, that's a-okay. I'm also gonna demo it from the side so you guys can get a better view. But that's just like a pretty easy transition to do from the downward dog. So you're gonna be like this. Both of your feet are facing forward. And we're gonna go into a runner's lunge, but straighten back out. So all we're bending is this leg that's in front for 5 times. And on the 5th one, I like to drop and hold it in that runner's lunge. And we're gonna drop the back knee, and we're gonna extend back into a half split and back into that deep lunge for 5 as well. Keep in mind, if you do these stretches in heels, it's gonna be a little more challenging. These aren't even super high or anything, and I can already feel a difference. And once you're done going back and forth, you're gonna hold this low lunge. And then we can push it back and hold that half split as well. From here, you can sweep the foot under, tuck the toes, bring it back into that downward dog. Walk that foot through if you can. If you're wearing heels like me, it's probably better to just reset yourself up into this position where both feet are facing this way again. And we're gonna bend into that runner's lunge and straighten. The only thing that's moving here is my front leg for 5 times. On the 5th one, we're gonna hold that runner's lunge. Drop the back knee, and we're gonna straighten from a half split into that deep lunge for 5. And hold that deep lunge. Then push it back into that half split and hold. Bring that foot back, tuck the toes, push it back up, and you can walk your feet to your hands, rolling it back nice and slowly. Head should be the last thing that comes up. And that's pretty much it for my go-go dancing stretch warm up. After that, if you guys want to get your heart rate up, I feel like my heart rate is already up. I don't know if it's just because I'm trying to stretch and talk at the same time or what, but if you want to get your heart rate even higher, that way you don't jump into dancing like cold turkey, you can run in place, jog in place. You can do some jumping jacks. And so I have an Apple Watch here that actually keeps, it'll track my heart rate and stuff, so I'm able to see. But you should be able to tell, when you're feeling a little out of breath, or, your blood's just pumping and your heart rate is up. Another option would be to just get your heart rate up once you start dancing, which is what I usually do. So I'll start off my go-go sets a little slower versus just going in at full speed. So I'll go in a little slower, work my heart rate up, then I'll go super hard, and then also kind of cool it back down once my set is about to end. Well, yeah, guys, so that was my go-go dancing warm-up routine. I hope you guys liked it and enjoy. Make sure to stretch and warm up before you guys go dance. This is coming from an OG who has been dancing for, gosh, I don't know, 13 years now, and it will definitely catch up to you. So make sure you guys are stretching and warming up before every shift. All right, guys, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video.